Aries, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I'm going to ask you then to take what resonates and what does not, you let it go. Let's see what the angels tell us, Aries. What energies are available for you? Let's see. Let's see what they tell us, because this week and the days to come are going to be quite busy for you. And a very interesting energy is present. Well, the angels tell us about a cherub who congratulates you. They say they congratulate you because you are going to take the impulse. You are going to move into action. You are going to cross over. But also, these days, an excellent idea came to you recently, and it is important to take into account that you have to communicate that idea with a lot of clarity, and wisdom, because there are people involved in a project, and the idea that you have is very valuable for that project. They're going to accept it, they're going to want to develop the idea. So, whether it is something you already have in motion, and well, that is the idea you want to share so that other people can also, in some way, incorporate your idea into what is working, or it is about something that is going to happen that you do not even know about yet. And it is an idea that soon transforms into a desire, and that desire will soon be reality. That is why there is action, and the action that leads to reaction, Aries. When you do it, it comes naturally to you, and you do it so well that the result is excellent. Therefore, the clarity, the sincerity, and the way you involve yourself and develop through all of this will be fundamental for you to achieve even greater success. Even so, the angel tells you not to lose your motivation. Do not let small last-minute changes or even those minor obstacles you may encounter along the way discourage you, because all of this will do nothing but benefit you in the end. Keep moving forward with total confidence, Aries. It is not a problem. It is a benefit. Well, there is a situation coming up for you that requires you to show maturity, Aries. This is your time to step up and handle things with the perspective and level-headedness that this moment truly demands from you. Maturity. But in what area? In what specific area? Well, I am talking about emotional maturity, because the emotional maturity that you are currently demonstrating shows you acting with true confidence. It reveals you with that necessary clarity, but also, and most importantly, with a deep sense of confidence that will allow you to navigate whatever comes your way as you move forward in your life. And that makes it possible for that same confidence that you have to bring people, or to bring the people who at this moment have to accompany you in this phase, that they are obviously reliable people, that they are people who can in some way bring benefits to your life. So trust that you yourself are obviously showing what you want. You're being just as you want to be, obviously, or how you want to welcome those people, right? Whether it is for a specific subject, for this project, for another topic, or even for a matter regarding a relationship with another person, you need to trust that you are showing exactly what you truly desire to project. You have to trust what is going to happen in a relationship. You have to trust someone who is very close to you and is speaking to you, someone who is in some way trying to help you understand something. You do not take that person's words as advice. In one way or another, for a while they have been telling you this or that, and you, yes, but no. It is time for you to trust 100% in what that person tells you, because it is like that. It is a great truth to take into account because it brings a benefit to you. There is also a specific timely issue that you could be well on your way to resolving right now, provided that you are truly willing to confront the situation with the high level of emotional intelligence or the deep emotional maturity that is being asked of you at this time. If you can step up and face this with the right mindset, you will find that the path toward a very positive resolution becomes much clearer and easier to navigate. This problem will be resolved one way or another, and I believe that this person you fully trust is somehow giving you the guidelines on how to solve this. It is time for you to take these steps and finally move forward toward the resolution you need. Well, the moment of justice arrives, divine justice. It tells us that the guardian angels know that you have been worried for some time. So whether it is because of this problem or because of something else, or because you need to put a full stop to this situation or not, you do not have to keep worrying. Stay firm in your decision, stay firm in your actions. That is why the clearer you are, the better, because something is going to happen that will make you feel illumination and change in your life, which comes hand in hand with a divine balance, and everything starts to roll well. Please do not underestimate any detail. And if you understand that with this person in this situation, it merits forgiveness, it will be only forgiveness that can bring you peace and harmony. This obviously is for those who are interested, and it does not necessarily have to be a situation with a romantic relationship. It can be any other type of thing. Trust can also come from someone who is handling a legal matter for you, Aries, right? Isn't that something that could bring you some relief? The person is working fairly reliably. And honestly, because one way or another, what will happen is that there will be something very favorable for you, a favorable ruling, a resolution that also makes sense. It gives a lot of clarity to you. And there are changes precisely, especially if we are talking about a judicial process. That is why it tells you do not get discouraged by those last minute changes because the angel had already told you they do nothing but benefit you. That is why justice came out. All of this that will happen will be for you in your favor. Let's see what the cards tell us. Well, there came out the Four of Wands, 1111. It is a very strong card because they are two 11s, 11. There are four wands aligned in what could be a life structure. Do not forget that these readings are very generalized. If you want to address your specific case, Aries, you know that you can have a personal consultation with me and you do it through the website. You always have the address here in the video and also a pinned comment that takes you to the page. Well, what can I tell you? What happens is so good and so favorable that it not only affects you personally, but also the family, a person of interest, or someplace where it is also fair that this great blessing be received. And you are there, right? In that place. Imagine that it could be the result of that idea for that project, or that you are being a participant in that project. And as you are developing in it, wonderful ideas arise that obviously fill you with personal satisfaction, but also with satisfaction in your environment. And it is reaching a goal, right? It is to say, well, here the truth is that I am managing to establish myself. I am managing to have important money. I am managing to have my house. I mean, it is as if I also see from that place a lot of personal fulfillment for you, which would obviously be a great reason for you to celebrate what you achieve. You raise something very interesting. You raise an excellent harvest as well. That is why there are reasons to celebrate with family, with trusted people, or with a person of interest. Maybe that you're about to go away for a little bit, go away for a while on vacation, and you are choosing to do it with a person who matters to you emotionally, or that you are dealing with this topic that you have to face with emotional maturity with a person at a relationship level. And that trip, that small getaway, those small vacations are an excuse to, well, fix whatever needs to be fixed. How impressive. You have a Wheel of Fortune and you have a Six of Swords. What could be a complicated situation ends? And I told you that in the first card, right? The Wheel of Fortune tells us about what could be a long-awaited opportunity for change and a cycle that begins and ends. It leaves another behind and starts another totally different cycle that leads you to what could be a situation of tranquility, happiness, harmony, and stability. The moment has arrived to see the light of the transition. The moment has arrived to get out of what could be a great storm, right? It slowly leads us into a totally different situation where we are truly finding ourselves with a genuine reason to celebrate as well. This shift brings us to a new place. So something is going to happen in a totally unexpected and very favorable way. Perhaps it was not what you were expecting, not how you were expecting it, but it will serve you a lot, and you will notice that your luck changes. You change the direction, you change the attitude, and everything accompanies you in a fabulous synchronicity of change. And look, you will surely be grateful for the blessing you receive, which is a fulfilled desire, and the abundance in every aspect of your life, and the enjoyment that arrives hand in hand with this emotional abundance or material abundance. So you are sharing everything you want to share. You are receiving support, confidence from other people, that happiness shared with that person, or someone who could be entering your life at just the right time to complete you on an emotional level, because there is a 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, a 10 of Cups. And we are talking about one cycle ending so that another cycle can begin. This is where we truly embrace people. If we are with those we trust or in situations of trust, we choose to be here and they choose us in return. We are exactly where we are meant to be. And it has everything to do with that life project. It has a lot to do with that work project, with that social communion that you want to participate in the way you want to participate. It comes from fraternal bonds, those ties that do not need a signed contract. Because the only power that unites them is trust and the feelings shared deep within our hearts and souls. Therefore, there are going to be many wonderful things for you to give thanks for and many moments to truly celebrate. It is also quite possible that you currently find yourself in a phase where various different issues are emerging as nothing more than annoying details or small inconveniences, things that you might be perceiving as a frustrating delay on your path. However, I would personally tell you that this is not actually a delay at all. Rather, it is simply a temporary situation that might feel like an opposition that you need to face. I would tell you that it is not a delay. It is a situation that can feel like an opposition and that you might have to fight. There you will be demonstrating that emotional intelligence, that capacity, and that wisdom necessary that you are going to pour out here to win something, to obtain something greater, to take home a prize, to remain in a place of privilege, or simply to realize that this new cycle opened by the Wheel of Fortune invites you to let go of other people's problems, of conflicts that are no longer part of your life, because it is also appearing alongside the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. And it is not good. We need another reality, another context. We no longer want to live in what is a conflict in a situation that generates a certain emotional instability for us. That is why we decide to leave, we decide to go. It may be that you feel that the moment has arrived where, well, you have to depart, you have to go, you have to distance yourself even from family situations, from a family context. Don't let them vibrate in the Ten of Cups because you are there. And sometimes relationships of trust or families are precisely not blood relatives, but family of the heart. The kind you choose from a personal place, right? It is about those bonds we forge ourselves, moving beyond expectations and truly connecting with those who resonate with our souls. And well, it may be that moment where you are moving away from what does not add to you, because there is really a dynamic in a movement that takes you to other situations, to other levels, to other people, to other ways. You are walking away from a situation that didn't add value, didn't give you confidence, no longer inspired you, and simply had nothing left to offer you at this time. So just imagine it. Some of you might be settling into that home, or perhaps you are moving, or maybe you are embarking on a trip one way or another. All those situations that might feel a bit adverse, take them as challenges or tests instead. You really have to view them that way. Once again, you will have to motivate yourself because you are going to have to demonstrate that yes or yes, you are capable of overcoming this, right? Well, Carubial is a very, very powerful archangel who connects with the fire sign as well. In this case, it is Leo, its master number 33. Impressive is the strength he gives you because Carubial tells us that you should not delay. The moment has arrived to share your light. Do not fear speaking your truth because there are many who are going to benefit from your message. And so your reading begins. You have something to say, something to communicate. And that which you are going to say with this impulse is going to be very good for other people. Let us trust in what is inside of you, Aries. All the blessings for you today and always.